Hey guys, this is that one guy. I don't know. I just wanted to start a. I guess you could call me that one guy, but I wanted to start a streaming channel or a gaming channel, and I thought Sonic the Hedgehog would probably be a good Mega Collection hit. You know, like look at this bad boy. Um, I think it's one of the probably one of the better collections that we have for the PlayStation 2. And personally today I'm gonna play the first Sonic. Oh crap. See, this is my first time playing Sonic Mega Collection on my computer. I uploaded the disc, right? So, oh gosh, I think we're gonna have to format it. We're formatting a memory card right now, which is strange. I mean, we're on a computer. I mean, I had to go get my old Sonic Classic collection and put it on there, and I gave it back to my friend. Setting data has been created. Press the X button or the O button to continue. I'm actually really excited. See, I got this third party controller from this one place. So we got extras here. What do we got? Comics. Wow, look at this. I think we got a Sonic cover intro here. Archie Comic Publications Incorporated. I can't even read it. It's so. Oh look, once you move it, you can actually kind of. I don't really necessarily know. Here we go. Sonic the Hedgehog first. What do we got? We got Knuckles, Sonic, Super Chaos Sonic. Oh, I really like that one. And then this weird bunny thing. I've never heard of those things. I don't know what the hell that is. And then we probably got a little bit more. Oh look, there's actually comics in here. Wow, Victory. I really like Sonic. Look, Archie Adventure Series. Wow, really, that's really cool. I don't know how to flip through the pages though. It's really strange. It's confusing me, you know. And we got wait, is this actually because look, it says 1 out of 10. You have to collect them, right? I think. Oh look, Enter the Ninjas. We got Ninja Sonic, and they got nunchucks and Sega. You know what I mean? Like the old Sega thing, yeah. Extras: Miles, Tails, Prowler, Sonic's trusted partner, Miles Prowler, aka Tails. Their relationship started when this two-tailed fox started to follow Sonic on his adventures. Though their experiences together, or through their experiences, sorry, I have a bad grammatical understanding of how to read things. I don't even know. I think is that what it's called? Illustration? Through their experiences together, Tails becomes brave and courageous. I really like that part where Tails actually look. They even got fan art here. You see that? That really pretty, really pretty Tails we got going there. Dr. Eggman, an extraordinary scientist who is always plotting to take over the world with his machines. But even with his amazing IQ of 300, he is still no match for Sonic. His ingenious mind has led to the invention of countless machines from humongous ships of destruction such as the Death Egg, just like the Death Star. You know, you really like Star Wars? I love Star Wars. And the Egg Carrier, down to tiny robots powered by innocent animals trapped inside of them. Poor bastards taking animals. Oh, look! Look at him! Look at his head, look at his forehead, he's fucking bald. They need to get this man some hair. Okay? He looks really nice, though. I mean, look, he has got a nice set of teeth going right there. You see those? Nice chompers. Like, I mean, he's got everything clean, but he can't, unfortunately, grow his hair back. That will not be happening. I mean, he lost the streak of gray that was supposed to come in. He kind of just went full on bald. Though I really like his pants, though. He's got some black pants with some button ups. You know, they might pop out and explode or something. He's got white gloves too. Oh, what other characters do we have? We have Amy. Dude, view illustrations of Sonic's friends from Sonic Adventure. I never played the Sonic Adventure games, but I thought those were probably really cool. My friends really liked them. Look at her, dude. She's so cool. She's got what are those? Yellow, green. I'm kind of colorblind, but here we go. What else we got? Movies from Sonic Heroes. Oh my God! Look, you know what I really liked? Oh, I really like the Sonic Heroes intro where it's like Sonic Hero. You know what I mean? Like that's a really good one. I might play Sonic Heroes on this channel. Give me a thumbs up if you really want to watch me play Sonic Heroes. I really like that game. So we're gonna start the games. I know they have mini games you can unlock. Oh crap! Did you see that? It shows the Sega Genesis. We got Sonic 3D Flicky's Island, Sonic Spinball, Mean Bean Machine. Hey, Sonic the Hedgehog regular, Labyrinth. We got Labyrinth. I don't even know what half of this shit is. I don't play shit. I don't play video games. Mean Bean Machine. There's so many of these cool games. What else do we got? And we got Sonic and Knuckles, Sonic. I think we're gonna play the regular Sonic. Look, controls: left analog stick, directional buttons, move X. I mean square. I mean, what was it? Square, cross, circle, jump and attack, move, down, spin. R1 pause menu. Wow. Okay. So I'm gonna showcase a demonstration of Sonic. I've honestly, I don't think I've ever played this Sonic. I've only played Sonic Advance 3, and I really like that one. That one was one of my favorites. I mean, it was probably one of the best video games that we have on the market for a Game Boy Advance. And some people would arguably say it was better than any Sonic game known to date, is what I've been told. But how do we use a spin attack? I think this game has spin attack. Look. I don't really know. Oh, look, you can jump in the trees. I got an unlimited. Oh, crap, you gotta go fast. I forgot. How do you spin? Oh. So, what is this spin for? I don't understand. I've never played Sonic. The original Sonic. I'm just too young for that. But, we do have a, oh, there we go. Yeah. Oh. I saved a rabbit. Did you see that? They weren't lying when they had rabbits, man. I really like Sonic. This game's actually really fun. I was told by one of my friends to play Sonic Mania, but I never really got around to it because I was like, I'm not gonna, discredit the actual creators of Sonic or anything when they were talking about liking Sonic and whatnot. But I think Sonic's pretty cool. Not really a big fan, but I think I might actually look. It's a platformer game. This is really cool. I'm not really a big platformer type of guy, but I think today we're going to be having Sonic Has Passed. You know what I really like talking about is when I think there was this theory they had where Sonic the Hedgehog was actually, I think he was dating Amy the Hedgehog, right? And they had like relationship issues or whatever, something like that. It was something along the lines that I think this was like a theory. It might have been like a devianart theory or something. I don't remember. But like it was a really good fan fiction story that I remember watching when I was, or probably reading when I was younger, when I was on devianart. It was talking about how Amy was like having sex with like a bunch of weird hedgehogish. Like I don't even think they were hedgehogs. I think it was like a crocodile. You know the crocodile dudes and the weird chameleon guys on Team Chaotix. And Amy actually got like a blistering infection, right? And then Amy started passing it around and accusing people of rape and stuff. It was a really crazy theory that was coming to fruition with that. And I mean, this is just a theory on DeviantArt. I mean, Sonic the Hedgehog isn't real or anything. But I do specifically recall Amy being sex trafficked or something like that. Something like that. I think that was the whole ordeal that we were going on with the DeviantArt theories that we were talking about the other day. But I mean, it's none of my personal business or anything. But we were having a good time. Me and my friends when we first found it. It was really funny. Oh well, that's not funny. You see when you die. But that was the cool thing about it. You can write so many different Sonic the Hedgehog fanfics and things like. We could go on for hours about theories about who Amy the Hedgehog is, or who. What was the other one? What was the other? The rat one. The little rat one. There's that little. The Cream. 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 I really like that character too. She was one of my favorites in the Sonic series. I think you had to save her in Sonic Advance 3 or something like that. And I think you could have her as like a playable character or something with like a special team duo. And that was a really cool one. I liked Cream because Cream is actually useful and helpful. I don't think what was the other one? What was that other one that was like really weird looking that had the big lips? I don't even fucking remember. That one was annoying though. That Team Chaotix chick or whatever that was like in bed with the crocodile or whatever. I think she was fucking annoying. But what I was talking about, for instance, was um, oh shit, give me a second. See, I'm really getting focused on this. I really like Sonic, and I was hoping I'd maybe get an extra life like Mario or something, but it never necessarily happened. Yeah, Cream. I remember Cream having like a temper tantrum in Sonic the Hedgehog's house, or was it Sonic? I think it was Shadow. I think it might have been Shadow the Hedgehog. Because, like, Shadow the Hedgehog wasn't supposed to be with Cream, but for some odd reason, like in the universe that the creator of, like, the creators at Sonic. Oh, shit. The creators at Sega, they actually made some lore fan fiction with one of the people that got on DeviantArt. And it was a really strategic theory that we had here, where, like for some reason, we had, I forget what that shit was called. We had Cream at Sonic's house, and then we also had Cream at Shadow's house. But Shadow wasn't supposed to be with Cream, although like he still was. I mean, and he got made fun of for it strictly. I mean, like we were talking about, like they were trying to save cats or something, and then Cream started making these weird theories about abusive situations with Shadow the Hedgehog and all these weird theories that weren't true or whatever. Um, and then like for some reason Knuckles got involved, and Knuckles was like, "Man, see, I think he's lying. I think she's lying because see the weird thing about it was Cream actually started moonlighting as a female, and it was really creeping everybody out because like we're in an era where like trans people are normal, and I actually have a lot of trans friends, but they were starting to make fun of my Cream, my Cream friend. Like I said, and the theory started going crazy where Cream started sleeping around with like Team Chaotix and stuff like that, and she got like corrupted. And they say even by today's standards, she's being sex trafficked as we speak. You know, and we just play it off like it's not happening. Because strictly like there's like some weird theory in Sonic where I think it was Team Chaotix had like a really crazy secret organization. Um, oh shit, where they could actually keep getting away with it and never have a strict problem or guideline and universal understanding for why you know Cream kept getting away with it or not Cream. What was it? The fucking I'm in the middle of this fucking shit. This is scary. See, this is how I'm sure. Oh fuck. Dang it, man! That was my last life. I was focused too. That was a boss battle. I was fighting Dr. Chaotix there, or Dr. Eggman. But the theory with Cream, like I said, it's nothing more than a devianart theory where you see Cream decided to sleep around with all of Shadow the Hedgehog's friends, and then Shadow kind of went on his own ways, and then finally, like, there were these theories going around about Shadow and all these made up fucking theories about him. But they weren't actually true though. They'd all been debunked, and then people started, taking into consideration what it actually meant that Sonic was saying, or rather Shadow, until somebody finally figured out Shadow was just being a piece of shit, just for the sake of monetary gain and sex trafficking and what was it, Amy fans or whatever, some shit, OnlyFans. I think Amy started doing like OnlyFans or something, and then Cream started joining in, and then nobody wanted to talk about it. And strictly, like their parents couldn't do anything about the sex trafficking or whatever, so they just continued to let her get away with it. And what was his name? Shadow, I think. No, I think it was the crocodile guy. But we didn't talk about it. But then they started letting Cream live with Shadow, and then Shadow started pointing out the hypocrisies in the theories that were surrounding Team Chaotix and the per se Shadow the Hedgehog. Because Shadow the Hedgehog was never involved with Team Chaotix, as far as past as the eye can go. But see, Team Chaotix started trying to act like Shadow the Hedgehog and pretending like they were friends or something, or like they were like in some team or something together. When none of that was even happening. I mean, it was just a complete fucking theory on most people's parts on. Because like like when we think about Team Chaotix, we think, oh wow, they're the bad guys, right? But I don't actually believe that. I think Some people just influence teen chaotix to be fucking retarded, but not in like the way that we would consider good. I mean, I'm talking like sex trafficking, taking abusive stances on female behaviors, but not in a way where it's like, well, it's one thing if she's a prostitute, it's another thing if you're just abusing her physically and then gaslighting that everybody else was doing it aforementionedly beforehand because you needed money. See, but I mean, I think Shadow went homeless for a while or something like that because of these theories. But I didn't really comment on it or think much about it because it was just a deviant art theory that people were talking about. But I could have sworn around the time when what was it, Amy? Amy was somewhere around like 16, and Sonic was somewhere around 13 years older than her or something. I think it was something like that. But there was something I wanted to talk about though. I've been reading a lot of Game of Thrones, and I think this theory might actually help us understand what is going on through what was it Sonic's head. So here we go. I'm going to start off with this paragraph talking about this sister that was sold off rather into slavery per se. Not necessarily that their kingdom got taken over and then they got really butthurt about it, and then her brother was being abusive and started selling her off or whatever. Okay, so here we're going to start off. Regal, Magister Ilrio said. Stepping through an archway, he moved with surprising delicacy for such a massive man. Beneath loose garments of flame-colored silk, rolls of fat jiggled as he walked. Gemstones glittered on every finger, and his man had oiled his forked yellow beard until it shone like real gold. Sorry, I think I might have a dyslexic problem. May the Lord of Light shower you with blessings on this most fortunate day, Princess Daenerys. The magister said as he took her hand. He bowed his head, showing a thin glimpse of crooked yellow teeth through the gold of his beard. She is a vision, your grace. A vision, he told her brother. Drogo will be enraptured. She's too skinny, Viserys said, his hair, mind you, this is her brother, the same silver blonde as hers, had been pulled back tightly behind his head and fastened with a dragon bone brooch. It was a severe look that emphasized the hard, gaunt lines of his face. He rested his hand on the hilt of the sword that Ilrio had lent him, and he said, "Are you sure that Khal Drogo likes his woman this young?" "She has had her blood. She is old enough for the cow," Ilrio told him. "Not for the first time." Not for the first time, they said. "Look at her. That silver gold hair, those purple eyes. She is the blood of old Valeria. No doubt, no doubt." And see, this is the emphasis on Game of Thrones, like stuff like medieval times where we would see that there would be ancestry going around per se in these kingdoms of established people where like they'd want to marry with their brothers and their sisters or whatever. Um, it was a strict theory that we came down to that these things happen in real life, even in modern day today. We don't talk about them though, but you see, this is where we start getting into theories in Game of Thrones of like real life. I mean, are these really like? Have you questioned around you like? Is that your friend's sister that he's in a marriage with or something, or whatever? Like like ancestry type stuff that we don't want to talk about. But one specific thing that we can get down to is people in this book typically married young, especially. I mean, we were having theories where they were marrying somewhere around. I don't necessarily know how old Daenerys is. I don't think it even explains it, but I think she might have been 16. And this was this is talking about like kind of the concepts of real life, like what I mean. We got kingdoms, we got dominions, and some people can't even afford to live half of the time, so they sell their daughters and their mothers and their sisters and even their cousins off into slavery for sex trafficking. But we don't really talk about these theories because they're nothing more than plain dilemmas where we can't get a hold of the very essence of the truth that we're trying to find. And this is one thing that I think literature does well. Like even just a book like Game of Thrones, we can come to the very benefactor of dictation of what we are reading here when we start piecing together what it means to be providential or per se in some Machiavellian type of literature context. I don't really like Machiavelli. I never really got into it, but I remember looking through this one specific book that I had, and it was talking somewhere around along the lines of like emotional incest or something with per se like your family members or your cousins, whatever case we have where we can room easily on like per se Discord and gaslight as a good person and pay our debts off by just pretending like they don't exist when we sleep with children. But I don't want to talk about these things strictly because I actually really like literature and I don't want to ruin it or make it like de-biased or biased in any form or manner per se for the game. I mean, I'm playing Sonic. Why am I talking about Game of Thrones, right? But let's get back to Sonic. I really like Sonic. See, we're almost done. We're on the second level. I mean, it's like it's one of those games where you have to play, pause, back, repeat, and pretend like you didn't hear that any of those weird theories on devianart or fur affinity or whatever we call it that were involving pedophilia, child molestation, and any of these other weird theories that we were trying to hide and gaslight that we weren't doing. Um, you see, I mean, it's just a theory on my part, right? Like rumors will go on the internet and pretend to be per se like 17, 16. Some weird theory where we pretend that we're doing anything but we sleep with children. Um, but you see, then there's these weird theories that we have where we actually gaslight as the good people, and then we go attack pedophiles and stuff. Even though our whole structure was built around having to do these things because we're pedophilic and we don't have any other options. Finances are the only things that are keeping us grounded today, and most of the half-wit population wouldn't even understand a very conceptual idea that some people just have bad intentions per se for people's family members and things of that nature. I mean, it's just theories on my part. But we're down to one ring, and this is Sonic the Hedgehog. You see, it's really easy. It's like a pattern. It's like a music, like a think of like if you're playing fucking Sonic the Hedgehog, and it's like you really like Taylor Swift, right? It's like a melodic type of feeling when you destroy Eggman. It's one of the best fucking feelings in the entire game. And then you get to save the fucking look. You get to save the animals too. Literally, nature. Look how beautiful Sonic is when he actually helps people and passes Act 3, taking away Eggman, saving some animals, right? Unfortunately, I don't think Sonic would ever do anything like that. But I know Shadow would. We could actually go into theories about Shadow the Hedgehog. We should go do the whole iceberg for Shadow the Hedgehog or whatever. But this is going to conclude my video. I'm definitely not going to use the save states on here because I'm not like weird or anything. I mean, you see how there's like, oh wait, we can't even use the save states on here. Wow, I was actually kind of excited. I thought we had the whole. Do we have a? Oh look, we have a save state function where we could save it. Oh, slot 1. You see that? And then I can come back next video and we can discuss Sonic more. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed my video. This is one of my first videos, and I hope you guys really enjoy it. And I hope you find comfort and peace in nature and Sonic the Hedgehog. Peace!